Now we're going to talk about the master and the slave. Master. Who's the master? It's Allah. Yes? This is the biggest subject really of what we're going to be talking about. This is what you're calling to. Even if you said I'm calling to Islam, it's still the relationship between you and Allah anyway. And if I said I'm calling to Allah, then for sure I have to know, in either case, who is Allah? Somebody asks you, who is Allah? What would you say? Real quick, don't think deep. Just somebody just hit you. What would be your reaction? Who is Allah? In my country, usually people say God. They'll say that. And this is a mistake. Most of you said the Creator. Some said what? Sustainer. Sustainer. What else? I heard good answers here. Very good answers. This is a good class, mashallah. But if somebody said Allah is God, is that true? Now, if you said Allah is the God that all the prophets worshipped, I would say absolutely right. Good answer. If you said Allah is the God of Abraham and Adam and Moses and Solomon and Jesus and all the prophets, yes, absolutely no problem. If you said Allah is the God of the Arabs and Muslims and all the world, and it still were okay. But when you say Allah is God, it's right, but it's weak. Now let's go the other way. Is God Allah? Then you say it's the same question. No, especially if I just said that was weak. Who's God? To you, it's Allah. To a Christian, could be Jesus, could be the Holy Spirit, could be the Father. Could be the Father, the Son, the Ghost, the Son, and the Father. For the Jewish, God is unknown because they lost the word. They're not allowed to try to say it. Did you know that? It's forbidden for them to even try to pronounce. They have substituted letters to equal what used to be the name of God, and they're not allowed to say it. Some superstition entered into the thing somewhere down the line, and that's what they have today. What they use in their letters, Yahweh or Yahweh, which people tried to pronounce with Latin letters and came up with Jehovah and Jehovah, and then tried to put some vowels with the consonants and said Jehovah. And this is really a joke. If you ask a rabbi, what do you think about this movement of Christians? It's not even 100 years old. There's a group out there. I'm not going to mention their name. But they're talking about Jehovah all the time. Jehovah, Jehovah. And they witness to that. But I'm not going to say the name of their group. But if you ask a rabbi, what do you think about these people who witness to Jehovah? He'll laugh. He'll say, man, this is crazy. But they don't like you to try to pronounce the name of Allah in front of them. It just happened at the GPU in London when I was up there. We had 3 rabbis with me. And he pulled, one of their leaders, he pulled out a book that he carries with him, a little small book. And he opened it up to a certain page. And he said, that's it right there. Well, I'm not an expert in Hebrew, but I knew what he had, and I looked at it, and I said, I said, is it similar to how we pronounce it in Arabic with Yahweh? And he was like, I said, no, it's close though. I said, we say Yal-Hay. And then he got really like, I don't want to talk about it. This is going to close the book. The other 2 are looking at him like, what'd you open the subject for? Because Ya Al-Hay is calling upon the living God. And in their book, according to Strong's Concordance, of the translation from the Hebrew to the English in the Old Testament, it says that this is the living God. The living God. And what is Al-Hayy? The alive. Allah is the alive. And Ya just means oh. Like you call upon Allah, you say, Ya Allah, oh Allah. Or you said, Ya Sabur, oh the patient. Ya Rahman, oh the merciful. Ya Ghafur, oh the one who forgives. And here, Ya Al-Hayy, you're calling on the living God. He said, well, I'd like to discuss it with you further. Close his book and put it back.